police. You see that, right? Looking like I'm a copper. They call that when you do this, they call it steelies. That's like the cool kids. When you get the Bronco, you got to get the one with just the steel. And they call that the steelies. And my issue is I need all four new tires for this car. And I've been waiting and waiting, and not look. Goodyear, look how great that is. That's a Goodyear tire. Goodyear tires, American made tires. It's hard to find a tire nowadays that it's going to cost you like $500-$600 for your vehicle minimum. Never mind any of that. Never mind that. So this is the trunk, and in this glorious trunk we have my battery pack, of course. Well, maybe I'll take this off for now. Or maybe I should wait. What I wanted to show you guys, or you all, I'm supposed to be I'm not trying to say guys. So I want to say y'all, but it's not easy, I tell you. It's not easy. Wish I had that brush from earlier. Boom! Here we go. So this is the tire. And wait till you see the damage on the tire. It's further proof I need new tires. So, I'll show you the damage when the guy comes to see if he even has what I need. He might not have the tires that I need. And then, here's the thing. We're learning, or everyone is learning now, in the last couple of years I know about cars, is that when you have this all-wheel drive systems, the all-wheel drive systems need all the tires and wheels to kind of wear out at the same time in order for your all-wheel drive system to, give you the best performance, so to speak. So, what the dealerships have been doing is, I don't know if it's propaganda, but I don't think it's propaganda. I don't think it's as serious as they're making it, because what's happening is all these dealers are what are the dealers doing? All the dealers are telling the client when they come in for one tire, listen, you might as well do all three, because you don't want to throw off your all-wheel drive system. So places like this in the Bronx and in your local, like, urban area, your local industry, like an industrial area, they'll have like tire guys. And like, look, right across the street, these guys here, everyone, they get these big shipments of tires, and there was a time when you can come and really quickly get a tire, but now that all-wheel drive is taking over, you can't just really get one tire. So one of my tires needs to be replaced. So I'm trying to get the guy to find me 4 used tires that are worn about the same, so that I don't mess up my all-wheel drive system. So this is not an easy feat. We're going to see whether or not this is going to happen. I'm very optimistic. Not optimistic enough to take out the 70-pound tire. But I am also kind of waiting to I can make in other words, I'm resistant to make the purchase on this vehicle, not for not having the $500-$600 bill. It's because I don't know, I just don't want to spend that kind of cash, and this might not be our reality in the next, you know, 6 months or 3 months. So I come to places like this all my life, and it's hard to get out of this, and I've even done videos with me buying 4 new tires from these places. It was made in China. It was $100 each. So, I've been there and I've seen the wear that they get. I'd rather get a set of Goodyear Michelin tires from you guys from here, where the um, where they're coming from the dealer, Mercedes and all these places and all different Acuras, and they're convincing people to get rid of like 2 to 3 good tires just because you want the same levelness, has helped this industry and allow me to not have to spend, $600 on trashy made in China tires. Because if I want the Goodyears, if I want the Michelins, if I want something that's not Walmarted, like these tires that are on this car now, I looked them up. The the previous person that had this car, they went to Walmart. So yeah, when I bought the car, they were like, yeah, these tires are brand new, and I put 50,000 miles on this car, and the tires are gone. Wait till you see the hole that the tire has. A buddy of mine owns this right here, and this here. Well, he used to own. It was the hand car wash at first, and then boom, he bought this one. That's what's up. Dominican guy, like 6'6", baseball player, looking nice. This guy you meet, very professional. Can't remember his name at the moment, but I always like to meet the boss. So the guy is on a quest for me. Look, up there on the roof, that's where they'll have, all the tires that a person could need. They have so many tires, and I'm hoping to get like the really good stuff, And then here's another issue. You don't necessarily want to get used tires in the front that don't match the ones in the back. That's the hardest thing for them to find, is all matching tires. So this is his quest that I sent them on. I sent them on to get me all 4 tires matching. And the prices here have gone down since the pandemic. When the pandemic happened, they were charging $60 to $70 a tire. Over here, they're charging $50 a tire. So I don't have a problem with going another 50,000 miles for $200. I'm keep it real, because I have to admit, I never bought the new American-made stuff. When I bought my Subaru Outback, it had Bridgestone tires. And then there was that drama with the Bridgestone tires. They were telling everybody that there was a recall on the tire to return the tires. And those were the Bridgestones. So that was like, it came with new tires, in other words. Every other car I've ever gotten, I've only gotten the Chinese new tires, with a weird name, and they only last 50,000 miles. But the Goodyear will give you 75,000 miles for the $800. Yeah, this car right here, if I went to the dealer to get 4 tires for this car, we're talking, minimum. 800, it's like before taxes. Minimum. So I'm trying to do it for 2. See what happens, It's a good place here. If it doesn't work out here, look, they have a ton of Chinese-made tires back here. I looked on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I looked on Facebook Marketplace and I left a couple of like, yo, I'm interested. And no one's gotten back to me yet. And there was a guy selling 4 Michelin tires, and he had the tester on the tire, showing you the depth of the tire. And he was like, he wanted $200, and these tires are like $1,200 for this car. So I might not get the tire today if they can't help me. It's a good car. It's made by Honda. You know, it's that Acura brand. It's old. No computer systems in there that allow the control, the stoppage of the vehicle without me pressing my own brake. I think so that's pretty good. It's always cool to have a car before 2015, just for you to be able to have more control of it. That's a story for another day, I'm sure. Yeah, I love this part of the Bronx. This is the South Bronx. This is the place, Bronx, New York, by the way. That's the Bronx, New York, like the Range Rover, like the white people, like the blacks, like that. The Bronx. So, the Bronx is a great, amazing place where you can get this done 24 hours a day. Uh-oh, I see him coming towards my car. See what we got here. See what's happening. Okay. I see two. Hay dos más. Okay. En la número o diferente.
Es la misma marca.
Dime.
Eso es igual, brille.
They both Bridgestone?
Sí, brille. Brille. Pero aquellas sí son diferentes.
In the back, diferente.
Sí, pero es el mismo size. Pero podemos atrás y está adelante.
Because yo no quiero problema con the all-wheel drive, tú sabes, ¿no?
El mismo size no hay problema.
Okay.
Con tal que sea el mismo size, 235, 55 y 18, no hay problema. ¿Entiendes? El problema hay cuando le mete size diferente.
Sí.
Cuando todos son iguales, no hay problema.
Okay.
¿Quieres los 4?
¿Cuánto? Big Elvis the chef. Spitting that El Spañol like Cameron does. You already know. You guys see the damage to the front of my fender over here? Look at that. I used blue tape. Well, so sad. I'm suffering, man.
200 las 4.
200.
Sí, 50 cada uno. Sí.
Dale. And then in the trunk, okay. I'm gonna pull the trigger. 2 of the same in the front, 2 of the same in the back. They're all gonna be Bridgestone. We're gonna make it pop. We're gonna make it happen. That's a big tire, man. It's a lot of tread on that tire. We're gonna give it a try. That tire still got the hairs on it. Stop playing with me. These tires got the hairs on them. Come on, stop playing with me. See, this is what the dealer does. The dealers are taking... This one looks a little more worn out. This middle one right here. Look at that. But that's deep, though. That's super deep. Pause. Yeah, I could deal with this. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna try to, just deal with the reality that I need I need tires ASAP. And you guys, you all are gonna see how great it is to be in a city where you can get things done. And sometimes you have to pull the trigger, and the hell with what the dealer says. I got to change all 4 tires, the same level, and all that kind of stuff, and the all-wheel drive system. Stop it. Yeah, I have the fender for this. And I need to get a couple things done and sand the car down and change the lights in the front. It's always something, man. You live in this town. Every time you turn around, you got something else you got to do to the vehicle. Look at this guy. Look at these tires here. Let's follow him. Let's see what he does. Oh, look at that. In the tire. Bing bong. Look, you see new tires. They have new tires here. No customer beyond this point. Employees only. You see that, right? You guys understand that. Everybody is on the same page here, right? Come on. Hello. I wanna. The other 2, la otra. ¿A dónde la otra? Hexen. ¿En qué se llama eso? But this is some different. Oh, this is Michelin. Que bueno, but no otra Michelin.
Ahorita yo reviso, déjeme montarle la rueda.
Yeah, dame otra Michelin. No. 235, 55, 18, right? Yeah, this is Michelin. I would love this tire. Hell yeah. You see, when he brought it over to me, it was all shined up. But this tire, I'm not having this. Who the hell is Nexon? See, this is how you know people are poor. Poor people, every tire is a different damn name. Now I'm feeling real poor today. Well, this is what happens, But, señor, no quiere dos y dos diferentes, No quiere 4. Pero no quiere la nombre con each tire diferente. No quiere esa. I need it dame 2 Michelin.
Y la 2 brillet, ok.
Sí.
Bueno, voy a chequear ahorita.
Okay. Yeah, I could be the guy with the 2 in the front different than the 2 in the back. I don't want to be the guy with 3 different names on my tires. Like, whoa, I failed. He's gonna go check. He's gonna go check. Look, these are I just put these on. That's pretty nice. That looks good. Anyway, another day in this town where your car requires massive amounts of maintenance. And the only reason why I haven't put the new one on is because the guy who's supposed to do the painting of the car, he's not going to paint the car. He's going to do what they call wet sanding. They just take off the clear coat and then they just spray a new clear coat on. And I told him that I had the fender for this. And he was like, nah, you didn't need a fender. I said, yeah, I already bought the fender. So, these people are booked. They booked for the whole year. It's crazy what's going on with cars and these kind of shops and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I could get a trashy job for 150 bucks, but I just been waiting for this guy to fit me into his calendar so I can get that ding out of there. It is what it is, you know. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? New York City, man, cars take a beating in this town. It's crazy. But I'm not gonna be the guy having three different names on my tires, man. Maybe it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't bother me, but it bothers me. I'm not with it. I'll keep you up to date. Oh, I was gonna show you the tire in the back. This guy, I wanted him to come and use his muscles and get the tire out. Come on. That sign said, "Do not go in the back." I went in the back. Am I a risk taker? No, that has nothing to do with it. I always walk in the back. And I'm glad I did. I wanted to see the other tires this guy's trying to put on my car. I'm not with that. Every time I do a video out here, which I've done several, this guy has to be my fourth video I've done here in this environment, in this block. And I always walk into the middle of the street. So I'm gonna make sure I do that again. Go all the way to the middle of the street. It's such a huge street. See the We're in the Bronx, y'all. Yeah, you see that guy just gotta do a little more searching. Come on, you got a lot of tires over here, buddy. Come on. Don't give me this stuff. He sees that little dent I got over there. He's like, oh. And I kept asking how much was it gonna cost. So he's like, okay. Maybe I'm getting broke energy. He don't feel he's gonna get a tip or something, which I always tip. That's a fact. I always tip the guys. So, just another day here in this town, this beautiful city. The governor of New York said that people in the Bronx don't know what the word computer means. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. The governor doesn't know what the people in the Bronx don't know what the word computer means. Don't know what the word computer is. And I just found it to be strange. It seems like it's worded in such an interesting way. Don't know what the word computer is. And isn't it supposed to be doesn't know what a computer is? Why don't they know the word? Like, it's the word computer is where there's a precinct 2 blocks away. They're just heading over there. There's no emergency or anything like that. They're young and they're free. Let them play with their buttons. So, what was I saying? I was talking about what was I talking about? I got distracted by the whoop 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 whoop. Yo, how you feeling? Yo, boom, I'm feeling all right. Go steal them from that cop. Steal something from the cops. What would I steal from the cops? What do they have? Egos? I have that already. I was on a roll. I lost my train of thought. Anybody out there in the verse want to type it in, or you just want to be looky-loos? I hope the people that are here are at least. Look how upset this guy got from this guy just cutting in front of him, and this guy has no light in the front of his bike. I don't think he did. And look, I've been out here. I haven't even paid attention to my car charger. That's for my excursion. You know, my excursion needs to be charged. If I don't go to it for a week, oh my God, it's like such a pain in the butt. And then I have to move it from alternate side of the street parking. So that's what that's for. That's for my excursion. It lights it all up too. It makes it nice. This is like almost like the bait and switch. You know, they wash them, make them go clean. They're matching, and then he takes two wheels and leaves those, and then he puts the mismatch up front, and then the good ones in the back. And I'm like, none the wiser. See what happens here. Being El Cheapo with my car in this town, in this city. Oh, we were talking about the governor, Hochul. She said that then there was the wording. You know, it's like these politicians always do this interesting wording because there can always be some sort of like study that was done where the actual word computer was like one of the hardest words to, what she said, they don't know what the word computer means. So they showed them the word computer and they weren't able to point out the computer in the picture or something to that effect. It's like they use these politicians. No way in the world this woman is not gonna ask someone to fact check this stuff, man. Like, you telling me you just accepting that there's just some sort of a what's that called? There's some sort of a like. There's a bunch of people that don't. Well, she said black people. The black kids in the Bronx don't know what the word computer is. And it's like, what? So, like, to imagine that we have what we are referring to, or, you know, the proverbial they, you know, the ones in control, they're telling us that these are our leaders. And they're telling us that we are to, I mean, it's obviously, lady, you're in a bubble. Obviously, you're not standing out of the streets of the South Bronx like I am and have zero fear, zero worry, not even thinking about my what's that, $189 from Harbor Freight jump starter, and I even got some impact wrench drill bits there. I'm not even thinking about it. I totally forgot about it. I walked to the back with the guy. That's how I'm not even thinking about it. So my thing is, like, how out of touch are these so-called leaders? How out of touch are they? And it's like, when are the people going to wake up? Or are we just never going to wake up? Because we're told not to wake up somehow, some way. You know, it's like, how are we ever going to, like, 100 years ago, this was like, people were like fighting against what everybody's just accepting. We just believe whatever we're told. Or are more people like me, and they just don't want to know. They're not going to get on a platform and say things like that, or even alluding to whatever idea could come to one for that. It's like who's gonna do that? It's like you turn around and you're trying to like just live your life and keep your head down and take care of you and yours. I understand that, but are we all just gonna keep our heads down and just hope for the best? That'll suck. That totally sucks. Hope for the best. Come on. We don't need that. I appreciate it for tuning in. Tuning in to Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg. Elvis Rosenberg on YouTube. Elvis Rosenberg on Facebook. And I have no friends on Facebook because there was a time when I was like, if I don't know you, I'm not gonna be a friend. I don't feel that way about subscribers because I know YouTube is a different beast, and I'm in it to win that. I look forward to the challenges and the hurdles and the doubts and the good times and the bad times and all that YouTube has to offer its content creation or creators. Been doing this a long time. I have about 4,000 videos. On YouTube I have about 1,500 videos, and then I just have almost a terabyte of videos of just doing what I'm doing now. That was cool. That was real cool. So, just all kind of things. Me going into cool kitchens, underground parties and stuff like that. I have interviews with people. I have a bunch of stuff. I have that take on reality with the Matrix. Here he comes. He's showing me. All right. If anyone Dime.
Te encontré fue la otra de esa.
Ok, dale.
Doy dos.
¿Dos y dos?
Sí, pues Michelle era una sola, ¿entiendes? Estas son iguales. Esa es la dos.
¿Ese qué?
Nelson. Esa es buena.
N-E-X-E? I never heard of Nexon.
De 35, 55,
Que lo voy a zurrar, pero siglos esos policías no salían a la calle. No, lo que pasa es que no se le gusta una mierda, loco.
para que sea igual, el 2 y 2.
Eso no te gusta una mierda,
Aquí hay uno, pero diferente.
y tú luego le suelta vaina. Yo vivo, no, yo soy el más corrupto soy yo.
Esos son diferentes aquí en el medio, ¿no?
No, esa es la misma. Brilla esto. Y esas son iguales, igual.
Dale, un palco, muy bacán.
200.
Las 4 balanceadas y
Oh, the balance.
sí, balance.
Y yo tengo un popina por ti, ¿ok?
No, yo se lo hago bien.
Ok.
Yo no monté, he estado adelante y aquí ya dos atrás.
Perfecto, dale.
Dale.
Ok. All right, we're gonna get it done. Two in the front, two in the back, matching, same thread count. Like as far as disappearing. Look, we've been up in the suburbs for the last week, and this is all the tree pollen. The tree pollen falling all over us. All that is tree pollen. One day of tree pollen. It was crazy. We're nomads, so we're in the suburbs for the next couple of days. You are appreciated for tuning in, and I love you. Who's crepes? Capers. Cappers. No, I've had this ride for quite some time. Let's just put it this way. I've had this ride for 50,000 miles. The previous one that I had got hit by a deer. LJ was driving and hit a deer, ran right into her. It was crazy. And this was this was bought right after that. You know? Yeah, the pollen, right? Yeah. Split shot. What up, Split Shot? How are you? How you doing? Wasn't I gonna call it a day? Wasn't I done? Oh, I wanted to show off that tire. And you know what I've just remembered? They are balancing the tires. That's $20 each everywhere. They do that for free. So I'm getting $50 a tire plus balanced. I can't, y'all. It's all right. We'll be all right. If I don't like the way it feels, and we'll just bite the bullet and get something, you know. We go to tires.com or something, whatever that's called. Oh, and by the way, I did look on tires.com. If anyone don't know who I'm talking to, may I? Is that right? Bam. Hey, you. I see you, sexy. Yeah, I swear to God, I can't go anywhere. I can't even get my tires done. This woman is like, I'm coming. I'm not going to say that's 100% true. I'm making more of a joke than anything else. She was like, you ain't going to the Bronx. You know people in the Bronx. I don't know nobody in the Bronx. I don't even be over there. Remember that DMX album? I don't even know nobody in Yonkers. Where you was at, girl? I don't know nobody in Yonkers. I don't even be outside like that. Yeah, so they're gonna balance the tires too. I forgot about that. And look, this is a Harbor Freight product at Daytona. It has to be great because they do so many cars that it wouldn't even make sense to keep on buying these. You know, even if their return policy is so great, The problem is that you still gotta pay for the tax or something like that. So it wouldn't be worth it. If it didn't work, they wouldn't be. What am I saying? If it didn't work amazingly, it wouldn't be here. I went all the way around with the new rotors, the new brakes. Got new I did a few things. The air conditioner is blowing freezing cold, and that's pretty cool. It wasn't working when we purchased the vehicle. Didn't need to utilize the air conditioning when we got it, but now that it was time for air conditioning, I went to my guy Jesus, and he found out it was just a relay, and he troubleshooted the compressor. Compressor's working fine, and it was the relay. So I was able to get a $50 relay for $10. It was great. You know, you gotta have these little ways of kind of like getting things done. I mean, it's part of my DNA. Do I want to be the guy who could just go to the dealer and not care and just tell him, give me all 4 new tires. Don't worry about it. I understand, no big deal. 1,200 here, bing bang, and I walk out the door. Do I want to be that guy? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I've been that guy in parts of my life. I've had the ability to just, you know, go to the dealer and purchase, you know, what they call for as far as like what the car needs, and the truth. If I think about it, it's really maybe not like that. Maybe not that simple. Maybe it's just a true mentality of always being, even when you got the money, it's hard to move it. Like, so you find yourself, and when you know about spots like this, you just be like, nah, I'm just gonna keep going to these kind of spots, and like, at what point is it not like? At what point do I say to myself, like, yo, dude, you don't have to do that. You know, you can afford to do something different. It's okay. When does that like kick in? Because I don't think it's ever really kicked in for me. And I'm a 50-year-old man who's had really good financial quarters in my life. That's a fact. Right now, with the laws and cannabis in New York, things are a little different. So you have to be you got to tighten up the belt at the right time, because you don't want to get caught out there and you're like looking around like, what should I do? Am I going to throw a brick? Because I'm against throwing bricks. I'm against doing anything that's going to be a felony. I'm against all that. I'm into cannabis, or I'm into cooking, or I'm into like chefing for a person. When I say cooking, like taking on another contract or something like that, where I'm buying all the groceries for a family of 5 that lives in New York, and they have, a private elevator for me to come up, and they got, I would consider something like that, but I would never consider anything of a life of crime, criminal activity, any of that kind of stuff. Like, I would never, ever, ever give any of these people an opportunity to put me in a place where, I'm going to be away from my kids and my wife. That's over. I can't even imagine that. So, you got to be careful. You got to tighten up that belt strap and say, wait a minute. But the great thing about here in New York is that they are doing a hell of a job shutting these damn spots down. Thank God. Most of these spots are owned by only 4 guys. These are just huge venture capitalists. These huge venture capitalists that don't need to make a profit can bring the price down and destroy the little guy. The little guy who has 200 clients or 500 clients. Now they just walk to the corner store and there's 3 on the same block. So now that's over. That's a beautiful thing that they're cracking down hardcore, heavy on all of that shit. So I'm loving that. I'm loving the whole, like, getting rid of all these illegal dispensaries and all that. And I'm glad, that they kind of getting rid of this guy who was running it, because what happened in my application? What happened? I put the $2,000 down. I gave you all the paperwork. You telling me that I needed 2015 taxes. I'm providing you with all this kind of stuff. Why I didn't get my license, and I'm a business owner, a taxpayer for over 20 years. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing here? You know, I used to have a legitimate business where I went and had to get a damn fucking blueprint done for my space, for where my stove is gonna be, and my freaking, where my sink is, the 3 compartment sink is gonna be, in the hand sink. All that stuff I did. I still pay off my certificate of authority so I can collect taxes in New York City. When I get those 1099 jobs where I'm, chefing it up for whatever, I could charge tax legally. Why I haven't gotten my license? It's beyond me. But I'm in it to win it, and I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm definitely glad they're doing a review on what's going on, because I got questions like, yo, where's my cannabis license? You want to shut up. You want to shut down my dispensary. You want to shut down everybody else's that's all over the town. Okay, great. Give me my license. Because it's like you can't even compete with these people. They're doing $25 eighths. $25 eighths. What? How could you survive? It's just crazy. And then of course the customer doesn't care. The customer's like, hey, I don't care what you guys are going through. I'm gonna give them $25 for this eighth. And you're like, sir, you should be paying nothing less than 40, nothing less than 50. But they don't want to do that. So now that they're shutting down all the dispensaries in New York City, I have a plan, and I would like my license, please, because it's just great for all the little guys. Their phones will start ringing again. People don't have to walk to the corner. Now you got to get on the bus and the train and go travel with that stuff, huh? You like that you could just go into your house. You like that you could just go into your house. You like that shit. You like that you could just go into your house. You can walk to the corner, go back, run, boom, right to your house. You know what that's almost like? That's almost like the guy you were calling for 15 years, the guy you were calling for 4 years, the guy you were calling for the last 8 months. That guy who went up into your apartment so you didn't even have to come downstairs, or the guy who just sat in his car and he came downstairs, and then you guys talked for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and you damn near had a therapy session with your guy. You stopped calling him because there's a guy who just opened up a block away. So I'm glad they're closing every dispensary down in this town. Let them all go. The hell? Either you're going to get it from a guy who's going to travel to you. And when I say guy, I'm talking about male or female, or abstract of that. I don't know. Whatever gender you want to call yourself that provides a service, you might, the phone might start ringing again. They got people who have 2,000-3,000 clients that totally went under because of this in New York City. People are suffering in New York City because of this. These capital ventures just cornering the market, pushing down the prices. Yeah, the tire shop is 24 hours. Yep, 365. No, forgot about this again. Not even worried about it. Those days are over. Governor Hochul needs to stop it. And don't get me wrong. Nice. Wait till you see the damage that's done to the tire that got me here. And let me just say this. I needed all 4 new tires. All these tires are just trashed. The person who sold this car ran to Walmart and just put 4 new tires on it. And they only lasted 50,000 miles. I'm on my 53rd mile on this vehicle. My previous vehicle, I put 100 and I'm trying to think, maybe 160,000 miles on it. Oh no, that's not true. It had 110 when I got the damn thing, and then I wound up putting 150, maybe 160,000 miles. I wound up putting on that bad boy. It was a good vehicle. It is what it is, you know. Oh man, senor, it's inside. You have to lift up. Yeah. Okay, he knows what he's doing. He probably wants that car up as high so he don't even have to bend over. Pause. What kind of tip would you leave this guy here for doing this work? He's been with me over an hour, and I don't know if he's commissioned or is he hourly. I remember there was a time when most of the guys that worked here were working for, I think it was $50 a day, and they would be putting in like 10, 12 hours. I think those days are over. So, what are these guys getting a day? 100 a day? 10.99? There's always that stubborn one. That stubborn one. Always. And I just had these things removed because I put the new brakes. And look how stubborn these nuts are. Pause. He brought out the big guns. Ooh, that even sounds like. He retightened them because I guess he figured if I'm going to pull out the bigger, stronger one of these, then let me torque them down a little better so he's doing both sides. I appreciate that. And let's take a look at the spare. How skinny this spare is. The donut. See, I came this on purposely just in case he needs to bang it or, coerce the nut. I don't know. I want to give him enough space so he can work and not feel like I'm on top of his back and all that kind of stuff. See. It's right underneath there. See. Espérate un segundo, por favor. Déjame ver. No. Aquí. That side. Look, déjame ver the hole.
The side?
No. Right here. Bam!
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Yo. That's like insanity. Straight up insanity. Yeah, look, ready to go. Yeah, all these ties are done. All right, I'm gonna be a gentleman and put my spare back in, and I'm gonna bid you an adieu for another day, another time. It's gonna be fine. All is going to be well, and you are appreciated. If anyone wants to donate, then what you do is go to $ Elvis Rosenberg, or you can do the at Elvis Rosenberg. That's for the Venmo. And if you wanted to do a Zelle, then you go to my About section and it'll give you that information. You are appreciated and I love you. Thank you. Oh, you didn't even get to see me today. Come on, come on. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. It's like that. Love you.